We're back at Jim's for a follow-up investigation. He believes there's something dark still in this house. Our last investigation, we just weren't able to capture enough evidence. We're back tonight, and our goal is to try to figure out what exactly is going on in this home.
If you haven't watched the previous investigation at Jim's, here's a quick breakdown. Jim contacted us with some minor claims: footsteps, noises, eerie feelings.
Owners?
They believed it was the previous owner of the house, Russell.
Russell was the original owner.
Or an unknown spirit they call Vanessa.
And I would always have this pair of earrings that would disappear. I just randomly named her. I named her Vanessa. I was like, Vanessa took it, like it'll be back in a couple days. And I
Because
would
we were talking about attachments, this popped.
I would talk to her and I would say, hey Vanessa, give me that back. And like the next day it was back.
During our investigation, we got some compelling responses that indicated towards Russell.
Say Russell.
I heard a rustle in there.
Honestly, what I thought it did.
And another spirit named William.
William.
Who is William? Is that who I'm communicating with, William?
Some other things to remember are Jim and Russell were both Army veterans.
Grenade?
Grenade. Russell, are we communicating with you? You were a medic whenever you were in the line of duty.
Jim had found this vintage typewriter in the attic when they bought the house. They believe it was Russell's, but this hasn't been confirmed. Russell built the shed in the backyard, and Jim had antique plates hanging on the wall downstairs that ended up falling and breaking. He believes this was paranormal.
We're starting off tonight with the same method we used the last time we were here. We have equipment all throughout the house with our static cams set up. We also have, in the office, a voice recorder along with a walkie-talkie. After about 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to start asking questions and hopefully we can catch an EVP. Now, we did test the equipment along with the walkie-talkie just to verify that the walkie-talkie does not set any of our equipment off.
So while we were waiting outside, the camera facing the living room did start to move. This was not paranormal, as we found out the camera was not attached properly to the tripod. The only equipment that went off was the motion ball in the office on top of the typewriter. This typewriter was found in the attic when Jim bought the house. They assume it is Russell's, but this has not been confirmed. But look at the bottom of the screen. We usually don't point out orbs, but if you look, you will see an orb go away from the typewriter and disappear. As soon as it does, the motion ball stops. The ball does not go off again until we come back inside about 15 minutes later. It does end up going off constantly after Josh walks in. We believe his footsteps made the motion ball get into an unsteady state, so we do not consider the remaining triggers to be paranormal. The only unexplained thing that happened was this noise about 10 minutes into the session. We don't see anything on our camera views that can make this noise. Last time we were here, the furnace made some loud noises when kicking on, so we tend to believe this is what caused this.
We would like to communicate to Russell or William if you are still currently with us.
Is the spirit they named Vanessa
Here with us this evening.
We did not capture any EVPs from our questions. After this, we went back inside to review our footage.
All right, Let's see what we captured. Grab the voice recorder.
Why's that camera angle so high up? That was pointing more this way before.
Whoa.
That totally was. Oh.
It dropped. That's the camera itself.
It's the tape?
Yep. Give me a zip tie. Oh, whoa. Because that was the original typewriter that they found in the attic.
So when we set that motion ball up, it's right on the keys.
Well, yeah, on the actual typewriter itself?
Yes. Look, it went off again. It stopped and then it went off again.
Wow, that's actually pretty significant.
Chills.
So far, that's the only thing right now. And the last time we were here, we didn't capture anything with that typewriter. So maybe whatever spirit might be attached to that is finally generating enough energy to show itself to us with our motion ball. Okay, right now we got the static cam slowly dropping. That is not paranormal. That's just a malfunction with the stand in itself. We did go ahead and fix it. And something to note as well is the motion ball has yet to go off again. So something was passing through at that moment to get our attention, not realizing we're not in there.
I am grateful that that camera didn't fall.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
So far, we definitely know what room we're gonna shoot for first.
Back office room. It's definite hit.
Here we come. You start seeing our shadows walking up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
All right.
All right, let's check out the voice recorder.
After reviewing the voice recorder, we decided to start an SD session in the office.
I would like to talk to the spirit that made our motion ball go off on the typewriter. Can you come forward, please? Jim did say that that typewriter was found in the attic.
Matters.
It matters.
So, Russell, was that yours? Was it something valuable to you? Info. We are here to gather info. Can you give us a little info on yourself? Is that your typewriter? Would you like information about us? My name is Josh, if you don't remember. Carlos here with us. We also have Nicole. That's the one that can hear you communicate. And she's the one spitting out words to us. Can you tell us your name?
Coming.
Whenever you're ready, we're here. Can you make one of our...
Protective.
We got that. I swear we got that
Yeah.
last time. Protective. Which
Sounds
is why...
familiar.
Yeah. Which is why we were led to believe it was Russell. Because
You got that in your solo, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basic.
Basic. Now, he was also a veteran.
Yeah.
Back in Vietnam. He was a medic.
Yeah.
So, basic training, basic camp. Russell, can you give us a little bit more confirmation that this is...
Talk about.
Can you give us a little bit more confirmation that we are communicating with you, please?
Portal.
Is there a portal that spirits come and go from? We do have a pendulum stand here.
Russell, you always want to talk about your military background. Can you tell us what you did after the military? We know what you did after.
What's that?
He's-
Yeah.
We'll cut it out though if it actually comes through. Personal information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Okay, so Russell is still here.
that Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different words that come through. Yeah, that correlate that with him. Were you the one that made the motion ball go off on the typewriter?
Not yet.
Can you do that for us? Do you have the ability to do that?
So that was Russell's.
That's what, so they're not sure, but that's what they were thinking because it was
Do
in
you
the
think
attic.
he used that in the military?
Back to that time? Absolutely.
To like do his medical reports?
Absolutely. That you would have had to. That's how you kept track of all that stuff. You had to type it up. You used type.
Annie.
Annie.
Hello.
How are you?
Russ.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we're talking to you. And I know that Jim and his wife will be thrilled to know that you're still here. And it seems like you're trying to protect them. Is there any reason?
Lights.
The lights in the garage. The flickering of the lights in the garage. The lights in the garage.
Hi.
That is a claim that Jim said recently started happening. They would just flicker on and off on their own for no apparent reason when he would go in there. We believe that Russ might be doing that to just let Jim know, hey, I'm here.
Record.
We got that too.
I know he does. So many words that we're getting the same, which is kind of fascinating.
We used the ghost tube before, not the spirit box.
Not the spirit box. But we're getting the same words.
Mm-hmm.
Russ. Outside.
Can you go over to your shed, Russ? We have a device there that will trigger off. If you walk close enough to it, it'll light up. Can you do that for us, please? Jim feels a dark presence in this home. Do you know why he feels that way? Is there something else here?
Happily.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Others.
Happily others.
So portal we got earlier. Others. Are there other spirits passing through due to the
off-road?
Off-road?
Bush.
Off-road bush.
What are you? I'm trying to like. Are you trying to direct us somewhere?
I mean, there is the bushes that in the backyard, past the fire pit and everything.
Right.
What?
Is there something at the bushes that you want us to go find?
Stairs.
Kind of scattered a little bit now.
Yeah. Russell, you come back and let us know if there's anything dangerous here, dark, what their name might be.
But the cool thing, we did get Russ to come through. We got his name, actually. We got a lot of the same words that you said tonight as we got last time, but we weren't even using the spirit box. We were using the phone apps and things of that nature, but the words still correlated. It was going for 5-10 minutes, and then it kind of just came to a halt. So honestly, I think at this point, let's keep going throughout the house, and let's see if we can't come in contact with more spirits.
Gosh, there's people in the bushes right at the fence line right now.
That's what Russ was saying. He said, bush. Dude, wait.
Protected.
Are you serious?
Like they were right there.
They were right there.
What the hell?
They're the neighbors, but
Still.
he said protective.
Protective bush. Like, come on.
Off-road.
Off-road?
Yeah.
Wow, that is wild to me.
Yeah.
Russell, we know that the shed had a lot of your belongings in here. I don't know if anything's still currently in here, but if it is, can you go ahead and come present with us? We would like to communicate with you again. There is people outside close by, so we're going to do our best to try to pay attention to that. So if you hear something, it could possibly be the neighbors. Russell, we do have another device that last time we were here, you were communicating with us with. It's over by the garage. Do you have the ability to make something of that go off for us, please?
We also have a new device pointing at the garage. All you have to do is walk in front of the garage, and we will know you're present with us.
So this is the first time that we're actually seeing this part of the shed. Last time we just didn't have access to get this far back. Can you tell us, or can you even come walk between Nicole and I and stand somewhere in this area for us? We have a device that will literally capture you if you walk by it. I mean, it's a pretty decently big shed, you know, because it comes almost like an L. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure he did a lot of crafts or woodworking. Do you get something?
EDI EMF.
Is that you out there, Russ? Are you trying to get our attention over there by the garage?
Russ, can you set that off again for me? If it's not Russ, can you set it off again?
What's up, bud?
Nothing.
Nothing?
That was interesting.
It was. Russ, we are very appreciative of the communication you have given us thus far. But again, we are here to try to gather more information about you, as well as any other spirits that may still be lingering at this home. Can you do that for us, please?
You hear that?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm looking to see if anything shifted. If that was you that made that noise, can you please step forward a little bit? Come closer to me and Nicole.
If you walk closer to Josh and I, our device will go off. You'll be able to answer questions for us and communicate. We would like to try to help you in any way possible.
Was this your spot? Did you do a lot of crafts or woodworking in this shed?
Is this where you might have hid something?
Can you show yourself on any one of our devices?
All right, well, let's keep pushing throughout the house. Right now we're not getting much of anything. Let's continue and see if we can't get more.
So right now we have Josh and Nicole both doing the SD session with the spirit boxes. We're going to try to get Russell and the darker spirit to communicate with each other. I'm going to be writing down both of their phrases, what they say. We're going to see if anything correlates. Russell, I want you to speak through Nicole. Go through the spirit box, speak through Nicole. I want you to try to communicate with the darker entity that Jim feels. We don't know who that is, whether that's William or somebody else. Vanessa maybe. Tell them to communicate through Josh's...
Hey, you.
spirit box. Hey you. Something important that we should definitely remember. Turn on this flux at the top of the stairs for me.
It's coming.
Right now.
Look at
I'll try.
terrible.
I swear I just heard footsteps. What the fuck was that? Okay.
July.
Russell. Old.
Hard.
Better.
Radio.
Help.
Summer.
Idiot.
An area.
Russell. Hello. Doors. Outside.
I was hearing someone walk. There's someone outside. I'm gonna freak out.
Comfortable. Go.
Secret.
Remember, Russell, there's something important. Make that flux go off at the top of the stairs.
Avoided.
To the performing.
Cameras.
Avoiding the cameras?
Comfortable.
Stairs. Steps.
Street. Names.
Snake.
Wait a second. Avoiding cameras on the stairs and steps. We don't have a camera. You make that flux go off at the top of the stairs.
Let's go. Me. Tell you.
Hell.
Holy shit.
That was a weird voice.
Telling me to go to hell?
Weekday. Name.
Hi.
Can you tell us the name?
Please. Get out. It.
No, we aren't gonna go. Can you please
Where
tell us?
are you?
Can you tell us your name?
Off.
Russell, can you ask for his name?
Home. Hide. The man. Two.
Russell.
Nicole. Listen.
4.5.
Josh.
7.7.
Josh.
It's awful. Waste.
Confirmed. My son.
Wait a second, I was thinking he was saying Josh. Dark Spirit's name is Josh? Russell, can you confirm that through Nicole?
Refreshing. Deep.
They get.
Okay, so starting off, I said, like, you know, Russell, talk through Nicole, you know, tell the dark entity to talk through Josh. It kind of said, like, you know, right now, I'll try coming through Nicole. So that'd be Russell. I'll try, right? So that's like, oh, cool, this might actually work, right? And then, now, Josh, you were saying me, Russell. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a male's voice, but I don't know if it was him saying like me, Russell, just kind of confirming his name, his full names. I'm not sure, but that's what it seemed like to me.
But you were supposed to be the dark entity.
Yes.
I don't know if it got mixed up somehow at some point. But then Nicole said radio, and that was close to I'll try hard radio. Like,
wow.
I'll try to get through the radio, you know, to tell you stuff. That's what I was thinking. And then it says like old better help on your end. Idiot. So it might be a little darker.
Yeah.
You know, Russell. Idiot Russell.
Okay,
said
yeah.
That after.
Yeah.
And then what got me kind of creeped out was doors outside, which I thought the steps were coming from outside. From the doors. The doors outside. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Because it sounded like right there at the door. And then secret, you know, outside secret was another, that was like in a row. I don't know. We got that last time.
Yeah, we did.
The secret outside.
We did.
We got that a lot. But then this creeped me out, was avoided camera stair steps.
Which we don't have.
Yeah, we didn't have a camera there.
Any cameras up there.
But they never turned the flux on. So I don't know. And it said hide. It said hide after.
So something could have possibly been hiding like that on the steps.
Avoiding the cameras.
Avoiding cameras. Didn't make any device go off because it would have triggered us to look at with the camera.
That's legitimately the only spot of the house
that doesn't have it.
We have one in the office. We have one in the living room. So if it is a dark entity, it's trying to avoid us right now.
Which would make sense.
The end of it was not really too interesting besides when you said, Nicole, listen, Josh. So at first I thought it was like saying our names, you know, but then it said confirmed. So I'm thinking we were asking for the name. I was asking for the name. I started asking questions. So that is where I think maybe the dark entity's name is Josh. Like, wanted Nicole to listen. Josh.
That's
confirmed.
Creepy, obviously, because it's my name, but it would definitely. I mean, the way you have it written down and how it's going back and forth, I can honestly see that possibility being a real thing.
Because you also said at the end, I got real quiet. So I got real quiet, and he said, Nicole, listen, Josh, confirmed.
Yeah, you weren't hearing it. Yeah, we wanted a conversation between the two. It wasn't really that. So unless Russell was just coming through both, or the dark entity.
Right.
Not sure. But it was interesting. I like doing that. We should definitely do that again. If we have two spirits in one place.
I think for the first time of us doing that, it was a success.
Yep.
Alright, my name is Josh. I would like Russell or any spirit that is present with me to give me a sign. Let me know you're here. Can you make one of our devices go off that's up here? We have a motion ball here on the typewriter. Would just like to communicate with any spirit that's willing to communicate with me. I'm going to walk through this house. Please feel free. Give me a sign of any spirit that is here with me, that's willing to communicate. Maybe the dark. I thought I heard something. Is that up here? Can you make that go off again for me, please? I feel like it's in the garage. Are you leading me towards something? It's one of the things that Jim was saying, that the light would flicker on and off. Please feel free to give me a sign that you're here. We have some devices here in the garage that will allow me to see whenever you try to come in contact with them. I know you're familiar with the motion ball. Can you make that device go off for me, please? Give me a sign that you're here with me. Jim says he feels uneasy down here. Is that spirit here with me right now? Can you make that noise again, please? Maybe shut a door, make one of our pieces of equipment go off. We just want to make sure there's nothing here that's going to harm this family. Can you give me an indication that that's a true statement? Nothing is here that's going to harm this family. Can you make these lights turn on and off? Like you do for Jim? Seems like whatever is playing with the equipment doesn't seem to want to do it whenever I'm actually here present. But this is the only thing you...
Oh. Now it's going off. Cameras aren't rolling on it. Okay. Said earlier it wanted to avoid the cameras.
It did say that earlier. When I came down here, when I was doing my solo, nothing happened. None of our cameras were on, and the flux just went off, as it did earlier when no cameras were on it. So there could be whatever spirit. This may not be Russell, but maybe it could be. Is there something down here that's messing with our equipment? Can you please show yourself? You know how to use our one device.
Can you make it go off again?
Carla, that's crazy sounds. Turn away. Let's prove a theory and see if it goes off with the cameras not really actually looking at it. Because we'll be able to capture it this time if it does, though.
Alright, the cameras ain't pointing at that device. You want to go over there again?
I got something.
Oh, that's creepy.
That is... Russell, is that you? That's...
Just stood up straight for
Yeah.
It looked like a tiny human.
It's moving.
And it's like,
It is moving,
it's
yeah.
almost like it's crawling across the floor. I have chills. It just disappeared.
Here, let me see.
I heard a thud from almost like upstairs. Did it come back?
Well, I think that was actually the table.
Can you please come back and show yourself again, please?
That's the table.
That's the table.
Do you have something again?
You're right in front. You're blocking it. You got to go on the other side.
I think it's the desk, though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Russell, do you like this car? That blue light over there. There's a green light and a red light. Green is yes, red is no. Pretty nice car.
Were you into muscle cars? Are you the one that makes these lights flicker that Jim sees whenever he walks out here in the morning time?
We should probably turn the light on, actually. That's kind of what he was saying.
Can you make these lights flicker or even go off?
We also have a teddy bear next to Carlo. If you go over and touch the teddy bear, it'll let us know you're here with us.
Could you give us a sign that you're here with us, Russell? Can you make one of these lights flicker? Even shut them off for us, please? I could say whatever spirit may cause the lights to flicker at this point is not willing to communicate with us. So let's keep it going. Let's see if we can communicate with something else inside the house.
See, like, how far up I can go.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, you're...
Okay.
Alright, so we know we really just can't move.
I'm good, like, right here. I just didn't want to be so jammed up against the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not good here.
I think... Do you want to try sitting in the beanbag or moving the beanbag to the other
Whoa,
corner?
whoa.
Maybe that wasn't me.
I don't think it was.
Because what if something moved across? And
It would have done that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now look, the music box is done.
The K2 just went off and I just got real
Actually,
cold.
you got really cold.
Yeah.
Honest to goodness.
Did you too?
Yeah.
It was almost like...
circling the room.
Yeah.
Rude.
If you are circling the room,
Weird. That's a weird feeling right now.
can you touch one of our devices again, please? We are not here to harm you. We're not here to intimidate you. The K2 just went off.
Did it? Oh.
The music box just went off. We just want to learn about you. So the device that you made turn red over next to the music box, it also has a green side that stands for yes. Can you show us that you understand us?
Xbox is on. Can you turn that off? Click that Xbox button.
Here?
Yep.
That's like so random that that's on.
I know, but that's probably what's making the K2 go off.
Okay, so we can explain that.
Yeah.
But
But
the
those
music
two over
box
there?
and the flux we can't really explain.
No, that was interesting. Because that went off
I'm
as
not
soon as that
cold
turned
anymore.
off.
Exactly. It's almost like something like shifted from one to the other and then
Going into that wall.
And that's where the plate fell off.
William, is your spirit causing our equipment to go off? If it is, do it again.
The last time I was here, you really enjoyed playing with our REM pod, the red light in the middle of the floor. Can you go over and touch it?
Is there a Josh here?
Maybe you don't like to be seen, and maybe you're a little shy, but we are here to understand you. Can you please set off one of our devices? We just want to know that we're here communicating with someone.
Honestly, we just want to make sure nothing here is going to harm Jim and his family. Russell, if you're here, that's perfectly fine. We just want to make sure nothing else is here that's got a little bit of a dark energy to it that's making Jim especially feel uneasy. Can we get some type of sign that nothing bad is here, please?
Can you please make your presence known to us? Either touch one of our devices or come through our speaker and tell us your name. I heard please.
I heard that, and I also thought I heard what?
I also just heard Josh again.
So are you referring to the spirit that his name is Josh, or are you referring to myself? I think it said you. That's why I thought I heard you.
Okay. Russell.
And
I heard that
Yep.
too.
are you here with us, Russell? I heard yeah, but it was definitely in a female's voice.
Could it be just Russell that Jim's feeling?
I was saying this earlier, and I really believe that. So, okay, think about everything that we know about Russell. He's protective. This was his home. Okay, so if you think about it, if Jim does something that maybe Russell doesn't agree with, it would make sense that maybe Jim at times he feels uneasy. Maybe Russell, that's his way of showing Jim, like, hey, I don't like what you're doing. I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable. Doesn't mean it's anything harmful or evil. It's just Russell's way of getting his attention. Maybe Jim just doesn't realize that that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. 'Cause tonight and the previous investigation, we did not really get much of an evil
No.
or dark presence either time. But Russell just keeps coming through every time.
Always.
Always.
Always. So if there's one constant, it's Russell.
As you two were speaking, it came through. I heard Russell again.
Yeah.
So I absolutely agree with both of you. I think you're right. I think Russell is trying to communicate. There are some things that Jim does that he's not okay with.
My opinion, I think truthfully it's Russell.
Yeah, because another thing, like, he's on top of stuff. You know, those kids were at the bushes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He knew.
He knew exactly. And he also said protective.
Yeah. So,
So like he's protecting his land, his house.
he's keeping an eye on every part of this
Yep.
property, and he's letting you know.
Yeah.
So that could be a lot of stuff happening.
I believe Russell is the sole reason of whatever feelings or phenomenons that may be happening here is caused by Russell.
Russell, we would like to communicate with you about this home and this property. We don't feel that you're here to harm anyone. We feel that you're here to protect the land and the home. But we do want to ask a favor of you. If you can maybe just calm things down a bit for Jim and his family. Do you think you are able to do that? Can you give us a sign or let us know through the speaker? I heard a yes.
Did you?
I did. I absolutely did. Can you confirm again that you are able to calm things down so that you're not alarming the family that lives here?
I heard yeah there.
I thought I heard okay or something, but yeah.
Yeah, something along the lines of that. So, okay. Hopefully that's his way of expressing he'll calm down a little bit. For Jim's sake, you know, Russell is not something that needs to be rid of. I think that if we give some guidance to Jim and his family about, hey, maybe the typewriter, maybe some other belongings that are here that we just don't know about, if they give that to his family, his son, or whoever, that may help calm things a little bit as well. It may help let Russell, his spirit, with if they are attached to certain things, kind of be at peace. He's with his family. Instead of here, this is his home, but his family's not here anymore. So that's something we could do for Jim and his wife, to say, hey, this could help you out, calm things down a little bit.